Thought about a message tonight, and even though I'm probably not up to par, if you will, it's just I know it's Wednesday night, and I had a situation Monday night and Tuesday and that kind of thing. But you got to understand, a pastor doesn't walk in the pulpit on Wednesday night, and usually it takes a little preparation time, and so you can't do it all at one at the last minute. I can't, and so anyway, I didn't get my normal routine down. It got disrupted. And so we're going to have to bear with me, if you will. But John chapter 14 is where we're going to begin. And before we actually read it, tell me what trouble is. How do you define the word trouble? An aggravation, things don't go like you want, what else? Something out of the ordinary. Trouble. Huh? Something that will worry you. I can tell you what trouble is. K-E-N. Sometimes I think that's my name, trouble, with that. Trouble is something that usually interrupts our lives. Um, it's irritating. We have things planned and we're busy about going on in our lives just like we wanted or how we want them to be, and trouble comes showing up. Now, I don't know about you. I've heard the saying trouble's knocking at your door. Trouble doesn't knock at my door. It knocks the door down. You know, when it comes with that. And it's one of the reasons that it's called trouble. It comes, and it usually comes in. It's not welcome, and it's not something that's announced, if you will. Just think back. COVID-19, how disrupting it was. And it wasn't just a day or two, it just kind of lingered. And I believe we still deal with effects of COVID today. Not the physical problems, but just the condition of our world and how things have changed because of it. But it was something that changed lives. No one planned for it. Now, that's a different, I know you can get very political on that, and some would say, well, we should have planned for it. We should have saw it coming. And I understand why they say that with it. But interruption in our normal lives, something where we have to rearrange something we wanted to do. In the case of COVID, it changed worship, it changed work, it changed school, it changed shopping. I remember one of the first things that I saw, this guy was going into the store, and they had the 6 foot social distancing, and he went in the store. It's like he got inside a big inner tube, and I was walking around, and I remember I brought something 6 foot, and I showed everybody how, 6 foot's a big area to stay away. And I don't, you can't even fit through doors like that. But anyway, I remember him going into Lowe's, and he had a long stick, and he had that inner tube thing around him, and picking up stuff, and I laughed at it. But it really wasn't something to laugh at, how it affected trouble. In John 14, the first 3 verses, the Bible addresses trouble. Now, I use COVID as an illustration, but trouble is something that comes in your life unexpected, something that interrupts, something that causes a problem. John 14:1, it says, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. Troubled hearts. Let not your heart be troubled. Think about the world we live in today. How many people are troubled? Even in here tonight. You may not own it, you may not share it, but there are folks right here tonight that there's something on your mind, something that's bothering you. Trouble. We're going to look at a few key words tonight. Trouble. What does it mean to have a troubled heart? Well, the word trouble means that our hearts are agitated and stirred up. Means we don't have complete peace and tranquility and rest. Stirred up. Agitated. Our circumstances are not what we wanted them to be. Circumstances may not be what we had planned. Anxiety comes in. That was one of my problems Monday night. I got worked up trying to fix a problem, and I couldn't fix it. And the more I tried, the worse it got. Do y'all know what a rainbow vacuum cleaner is? We have one, well, several really, pieces and parts and all of that stuff. But a rainbow vacuum cleaner would have fixed my problem. All I had to do was put that nozzle right here and cut it on, and it'd suck it, and it would have opened it up. I really consider strongly doing that. I heard a man say this. We have a world full of people with trouble. A lot of problems are financial. I heard a man say this. He said, if money will fix your problem, you really don't have a problem. In other words, there are things that are way more important than money that money can't fix. I also heard a man say this. He said, money makes this world go round. He said, if you don't believe me, you get without some and see how fast your stuff comes to a screeching halt. Trouble. Anxiety. Hey, listen, when Jesus was speaking of that, oh, by the way, what's the first thing you do when something such as trouble comes your way? Now, this is a man question. In case you don't know, when I get through with the answer, you'll agree with me. What's the first thing you do when trouble comes your way? You think of a way to resolve it. He said it very kindly. We try to fix it. Men are fix-it men. We want to fix everything. Have you ever tried to fix something only to find out the more you try to fix it, the worse it gets? What was it? Bruce Fry doing Mayberry, telling Aunt B, or Andy telling Aunt B, call the man. Call the man. Every time she tried to fix it, then she had a bigger problem. Call the man. Why is it so hard to call somebody to fix something? Pride? Money? You think you can do it? I don't know, but I do know this. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to the hospital. I would have tried about anything. In fact, I did try a whole lot. We try to fix it. The fix-it mindset. Listen, when this passage came about, if you look in your Bible, you'll see it's in the red letter edition. It's in red. Jesus was talking to his disciples. As a matter of fact, what was getting ready to happen was their life was getting ready to change. You see, in just a short period of time, Jesus was going to be arrested. Not only that, he was going to be crucified. He was going to be leaving. They've been with him on his earthly ministry 3.5 years. Their hope, their dreams were built on his presence. That was getting ready to change. Trouble was coming. Their leader was no longer going to be physically seen. Their emotions, their fears, their frustration, their future, all of a sudden has a question mark at the end of it, whereas as long as his presence was there, they were comfortable. That's when it was written. That's in the context of what we read. Let not your heart be troubled. All these things are getting ready to happen, but don't be troubled. You could have told me 10 million times. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Monday night. Hey, we got this. It's okay. If you got it, fix it. Now. Oh, don't tell me it'll be all right in a month. Trouble comes. Confusion comes. We've all had a situation where our lives have been thrown upside down. And it didn't ask you, was it okay? Welcome to the land of troubled hearts. You know, somehow it tells me when we were teenagers, life was easier. The biggest trouble that we had, the biggest thing that was bothering us was, does she like me? How many of you wrote that note in school? Do you like me? And a little box says yes, and a little box that says no. That's all that we were worried about. Trouble's one of the words that's here. The next word is believe. When Jesus perceived that the disciples' hearts were troubled, what was his message to them? Well, the first aspect of truth comes out. It says, believe. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. Believe. Pastor Ken, how am I supposed to believe things are going to be all right when they're in such a mess? Let God fix it. Get your hands off of it. Don't go to your toolbox. Have faith. Be fully persuaded that God's got it. By the way, God does have it. He's the creator of this world. And you know what? There are a lot of people that will say, yeah, I got you. God made us. God created us. But, no. If God made us, and there's not an if there, God made us, don't you think He's got us? He has the power to create. But when we get troubled and frustrated, I was preaching to me tonight, it's like, God, you don't have this. You need my help. And God looks down at little Ken and says, Ken, I'm better off without your help on this one. It's like Jesus was telling the disciples, I got it. I got it. Even though this is all going to happen in your world, it's okay. I got it. You do understand that the disciples walked with Christ on this earth. They saw what He did. They saw not only the Creator that knew everything, about everything, but He knew people's thoughts. that they never spoken. He knew people's situation, circumstances that nobody had any idea on. He was compassionate. He cared. They watched it for at least 3 years. Caring, compassionate, kind, and gentle. He was aware of their needs even before they were aware of them. Don't you think he knows that? And he not only knows all of that, but he is the one that's able to fix it. Okay, you know a farm, and would Monday night, would I have called the John Deere repairman to come fix my problem? Well, it's good because he wouldn't have come, because it's after hours. Right? When you need help, why you call somebody that you have some level of confidence, number one, that they're going to answer. Number two, that when you tell them your situation, they're going to come in a timely manner. And if you're like me, when I call somebody and say, I got this problem, I want them getting in the vehicle and on the way. And then when they get there, they're able to fix it. And they don't have to order parts and hope they come in right. He can look at it. I personally want somebody to walk up, look at it, and say, oh, here's your problem. Reach their hand right out, lay their hand on it, touch it, if you will, move a little thing. Oh, here's your problem. And I look at it, wow, that's fixed. How much I owe you? And then he gives me the bill. And then I wish it was a whole lot cheaper. I'm happy I got it fixed, but I'm going to complain about how much it cost. All you did was look at it. Yeah. You want me to fix it like it was and then leave? Yeah, go ahead. I know what you did. I can fix it when you leave. Oh, so that's part of why you're paying me. It's because I trained you how to do it in the first place. I don't pay the second time. I had a tractor years ago. It had the gear shift down here, and it was a John Deere. And the fork, the two sticks go down to like a little point and go in the transmission, and it got wedged. And I thought the transmission was tore up. I called a John Deere place. John Deere place come out there. It's been a long time ago. He looked at it. He said, I got it. He took a pair of pliers and popped the snap ring out, picked that stick up, said, what? Looked at it down there, and he stuck it back where it was, put that snap ring in it. He said, you're good to go. I got on, cranked it up, changed gears, everything was fine. I said, man, if you'd have told me that over the phone, I could have done it. He said, yeah, but you wouldn't have got this. I paid him for it. I didn't like it, but do you know how many times I've done that since? I won't call him for that no more. That's what I want. I want to have confidence in somebody that I call that they can fix it. I want them to come. I don't want them to tell me, oh, I'm booked up for a month. I'll get there when I can. I'll put you on the list. I want somebody to say, I'll be there in a reasonable amount of time and show up. Why can't we believe God will do that? He'll answer when we call. He'll show up when we need him. He knows how to fix it. He doesn't have to wait on parts, and he doesn't charge. Believe. That's what he's telling the disciples. He could take care of your circumstances. By the way, the Bible says very clearly, nothing is impossible for God. Why do we doubt it? All right. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. Next phrase, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also. Preparation. Heaven's a prepared place for prepared people. It's an old saying, it's been around a long time, it's very true. Let's talk about this. How many of you ever moved? At least once. Moved. All right. Tell me about moving. It's a job. It's hard. Do you realize I've got another move to make? I don't have to load up anything. I don't have to box up anything. I don't have to sign any papers before I move in. When I get there, it's not going to need painting. I'm not going to have to unbox and put stuff up. And guess what else? The wall's going to have a Carolina blue emblem on it. Not in your heaven. The bed's going to be the most comfortable thing you've ever laid down on. There's going to be food already there. Prepared. Are you prepared for what's ahead? Oh, yeah, I'm prepared for heaven. I'm glad. You know, everybody in this world is not. If you're not, you can be. By accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Fair enough, preacher. I got heaven's a prepared place. God's prepared it. By the way, His work is not flawed. His decorating skills are great. The craftsmanship is not in a box with instructions in Chinese. We talk about being prepared for what's down the road. Yeah. But guess what else? He's prepared you for today. He's prepared me for today. Even when something happened unexpected, He prepared me for it. I didn't want it. I just soon Him told me, you're prepared for it. You don't have to go through it. No. Why is it we can hold on and say, I'm prepared for the future in heaven, but when tomorrow gets here, we get frustrated and say, I'm not prepared for this? I'll give you an example. Sunday school, Brother Philip would preach or teach the Sunday school. He would prepare all week. He would. You could tell it. Okay, Philip's not going to be here Sunday, so who wants to do it? Oh, I'm not prepared. I'm using it's covered. I'm not going to put anybody on the spot. Don't worry about that. We're all good. But you see my point. We hit the panic button. Well, I can't prepare. Listen, I'll tell you a little secret about Charlotte. She didn't like speaking, and every now and then something would come up, and you know what? If she had 6 months' notice, you know what that would mean? 6 months of panic and worry. And I'd have to listen to it. Yeah. Why is it? that we go into so much on preparation. And don't get me wrong, we should prepare. We should. But we have to understand God has prepared us for what we face. That doesn't mean you have to work up 6 months to be prepared. You're already prepared. Right? Thank you for joining us tonight at Riverside Baptist Church, Kenley, North Carolina.